Yo, I'm here. I'm here. Wasn't my fault, by the way. Hello? Yo, let me know if y'all hear me. If it ain't one thing, it's always another. Always. I need to know if y'all hear me. Right? Because I do want to get into this. I know y'all should be able to hear the music, the background music, my background music. Y'all should be able to hear that. Y'all should be able to hear my voice. I had to do a whole rewiring and everything. That's the thing, y'all. Whenever you do like multiple things, right? Sometimes you forget to switch your wires around from, what goes where. You know, like if you're doing regular recording and not video, you know the whole wiring and everything, right? I hate that shit, right? But my bad. No intros, none of that bullshit, right? We're gonna jump into it, right? So, I know the topic right here on Rig, scripted, and fixed, right? So, I need to know, will it be 3-3? I'm probably like, what are you talking about? Like, would it be 3-3? Right there. Will it be 3-3? Y'all see it. Now, what do I mean by that? It's simple. It's simple. Right? Y'all know the deal. Would it be 3-3? Boston Celtics are ranked. Why do I say ranked? Boston Celtics are number one. They're the number one seed, right? Hold on. I gotta make sure y'all hear me and I ain't talking. We can hear you. Yeah. So my wife says we can hear you. Thank you for that. Okay. Yo, what's up, B Fire? Grotopia in the goddamn building. Drop a bomb for my man Grotopia in the building. He's in the building, right? Okay. Man, that got me tight. I hate when that shit happens. That shit just like throws you off. I ain't gonna let that throw me off. I'm being dead serious too about that.
Are you fucking serious?
Dead serious. All right. Number one seed. Boston Celtics. Right? The number two seed. New York Knicks. Right? Now on the West, you got number one seed. OKC. Right? Number two seed, you got Denver Nuggets. So I want to know, I'm asking you guys. I want to know from you guys. Is it going to be a 3-3? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. The number one seed and the number two seed, you just add it up. 1 + 2 = 3, right? Now, that can possibly happen on both sides. Now, why is that a big deal? That's a big deal because if you guys notice, number 3, I would say these last 2 years has been the years of the number 3, right? I'm not saying on every sport the 3 seed wins all the time because no, that's not what happens, right? But this year, a lot of number 3 seeds have been winning. Or whoever's ranked number 3, or whoever's positioned as number 3, in all type of sports. Right? So I want to know from you guys, is that going to be the case in the playoffs? It's not over. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. Right? I'm sorry. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm asking a question. Do you think that's going to happen? Right? Now, It's not over. Let's just be for real. The Celtics is gonna get past the Cavaliers. They're winning now, but they're gonna get past them this week, right? It's just gonna happen. Celtics is gonna get past them. So that's going to be a number 1 seed. Now, the Knicks and the Pacers is something we're going to have to talk about. Do you guys think that's going to happen? Do you think the Knicks is going to pull it off to where they can go against the Celtics? 1 plus 1 and a 2 seed facing off. Now in the West, obviously, OKC. That's the one we got to think about. Can OKC, the Thunder, can they beat the Mavericks and move on to the next round, the Western Conference Finals? And then Denver takes care of their business and they beat Minnesota, which they're the number 2 seed. Denver's the number 2 seed. So it'll be 1 versus 2 on each side. You add that up, it's the 3-3, right? Now, that's not no conspiracy stuff. That's what's been going on, right? You guys know that. That's the shit that's been going on. I thought about that. I'm like, yo, y'all can't sleep on that. Y'all can't sleep on that because there's a chance that can happen. What if OKC pulls off the upset? It seems like everybody's on the Dallas wave. Now, listen, once again, I'm not saying this is gonna happen. So please don't sit there and try to like, oh, but you said. I never said none of that was gonna happen at all. Right? I never said none of that was going to happen. I want to know from you guys, what if that does happen, though? We can hear you. That's right. Grotopia in the building, like I said. Yep. Yo, Young Mello in the building. Drop a bomb for my man Mello. He is in the building. Mello's in the building. Building. He said Tatum and Luka drafted number 3 in 2017 and 18. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, okay, so it sounds to me like you're saying Luka versus Tatum in the NBA Finals. I don't know. It sounds like that's what you're saying. Is that what you're saying, Grotopia? I want to know. Antrees Prayler in the building. Drop a bomb for my man Antrees. Please. Yeah. Dropping them. Yeah. So, I want to know from y'all. What y'all think? Y'all see it? Y'all see it right there. Right there in your face. Nah, y'all don't think that's going to happen, right? What are the chances that do happen, though? What do y'all think if that happens? What if Dallas goes home? What if Minnesota goes home? We already know that the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going home. They're not winning. We know that. The Knicks and the Pacers, though. So the reason why I'm asking this question about the number 1 and the number 2 seed on both conferences, because it's not that easy. You got the New York Knicks, right? The New York Knicks are fuck-ups. We all know that. But are they going to pull it off? Denver, because it ain't over. It's 2-2, so we just can't automatically count them out. Minnesota, I mean, we can't just automatically count them out. Is it over? Are we going to see the 1 and the 2 on both sides? Honestly, it's a chance that it can happen, and I'm like, what if? Everybody's expecting Luka versus Joker, right? Everybody's expecting the Celtics versus the Knicks. Boston and Knicks. They're already in the same division, let alone the same conference, right? Boston right there, New York right here. Y'all know I was saying that for the last couple of weeks, though, right? But what if the NBA says, too many people saying that, though? Too many people saying that. We gotta pull something. We gotta be up to something. What if Indiana, because Indiana just may win, right? Nah, be fire. Just putting stuff out there because you were talking about the number 3. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought that's what you meant. But Grotopia, a lot of people, there's some people that think that though. You do know that, right? There's people that do think that. So don't think that what you're saying is crazy, because it makes a lot of sense. Then I keep saying Denver. Dallas against the Celtics. Yeah, it can. Why can't it happen? I can see that. I think that finals will and can bring a lot of money. So don't think that it can happen. Why do sports books have different odds? Like most have Dallas -1.5, but FanDuel has -1 Dallas. Oh my God, I am glad you caught that. Grotopia dropped 2 bombs for that. And you see why sometimes a lot of people get confused. Did you hear? People that's watching right now, read that comment. He says, why do sports books have different odds? Like most have Dallas -1.5. But FanDuel has -1 on Dallas. That is right. I caught that. I catch that a lot. And that's another reason when I say the things I say about giving info, right? When I give you guys the info, it can be very conflicting. Because if I sit there and I say, yo, I hit the +1, like always. But you say to yourself, hold on. I was on my phone. I was checking the odds the whole time. I never saw a +1 -1. So be fire. Where are you getting this -1 from? Because my book that I use, they have them as the 1.5. So what happens is, what that I always say, if somebody's a 1.5, right? If somebody's a 1.5, you just take the favor with the 1.5. If it opened up as a 1.5 and it's ending at a 1.5, you just might as well just take the favorite. Right? But if I sit there and I say, yo, Dallas is, let's just say Dallas is a +1, right? Let's just use that. No, okay, OKC, because Grotopia is talking about Dallas with the -1 and the 1.5, right? So OKC is a +1. I'm telling you guys that the whole time, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the books that I use, right? I mean, we all use the similar books, but the ones I focus on, let's just say that the 2 that I focus on may have the line at a +1 the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? So the book that I use, they have them as a -1 the whole time. And a +1 the whole time, that's when I'm going to go with the +1. But you don't see that. It's very important. Okay, what's that? Wait. Okay, yeah, 109. Okay, there you go. Game over. Boston. One more game for Boston. They move on to the next round. See? Right? But it's very important that you guys have more than one sports book, just in case some shit like that does happen. You understand what I'm saying? My man Kenley Pierre in the building. Drop bombs. Drop bombs. Drop another one. Kenley Pierre in the building. I think the Pacers Knicks goes to 7, and so does T-Wolves and Nuggets. I'm glad you said that. This is what I think is going to happen tomorrow. See, the New York Knicks won 2 games at home. Indiana Pacers won 2 games at home. And oh, by the way, Pacers are undefeated at home in the playoffs so far. I think the Knicks, no. The Knicks aren't, because Philly had took a game from the Knicks in New York, right? If I'm not mistaken, somebody let me know, because I can't remember. I think they did, but Indiana's undefeated at home. But all right, let's just talk about this series. Both teams are undefeated at home, and they're making it big. And when I say they, I'm talking about the media. They're making a big deal out of that. You hear it on Undisputed. You hear it on First Take. All right, both teams is undefeated at home. Blah blah blah. The New York Knicks, I think, is going to lose tomorrow in Madison Square Garden. I think the New York Knicks is going to lose tomorrow at Madison Square Garden.
Are you fucking serious?
I do think they're going to lose. I think the Knicks is going to lose. I think the Knicks is going to take the L. And what's going to happen is Game 6, the Knicks is going to win in Indiana. Right? The Knicks is going to win in Indiana. And then Game 7 on a Sunday. This Sunday. This weekend. Coming up. Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, like the old times. Why wouldn't they just do that? If they were smart, they would do that. Madison Square Garden, this Sunday coming up, Game 7. That's how you do it. Hey, I don't know, B-Fire. Lots of people have T-Wolves in the final after they went up 2-0. Yes, that's true. That's true. But you know what? How do those people feel after what Denver did? Because remember, I remember saying that shit. I have a clip that I wish I could, matter of fact, I probably would pull it up. What did I tell you guys when Denver went down on the stream? What I said, pound Denver. It's on the stream. Pound Denver. You're going to get some good odds if you pound Denver. Now, if the Timberwolves, which is a number 3 seed, if they do beat Denver, I honestly can see them go to the finals because it's a number 3 seed. I don't know. I'm just saying. They got people to believe in the T-Wolves after they went up 2-0 on the Nuggets. Yeah, I believe that was a trap. That shit was a trap because it was too easy. And y'all know this because this happens all the time in the playoffs. Somebody that's going to be declared the MVP, when they lose, right? They'll lose the game prior to their announced as the MVP. You always notice more times than not, once they announce the MVP, the next day or the day after or whatever, when it's time for their playoff game, they always win. Majority of the time, they win. They win. Soon as Jokic was named the MVP, you know they won Game 3. I don't really know if people notice that, but that tends to happen. That's why I said you got to pay attention to every single detail. Gotta pay attention to every single detail. That shit is right there in front of your face. The media definitely hyped up the Knicks and T-Wolves to fall. I'll say both don't make the conference finals. I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that. And if that does happen, then who do you guys got winning? Who do you got winning if that's the case? Who's gonna win? Knicks? Hell no.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I don't see that. I really don't see that. Pacers and Knicks definitely going 7. I'm telling you, yo, it's the best way. If the NBA, if you want to make money, which you already know what to do, you guys are the ones that are billionaires. The shit I say don't matter. But it's smart if y'all go to Game 7, Knicks and Pacers. Come on, man. Y'all know it. National Drew Day. Kyrie about to go off since he is Uncle Drew. Woo! I've always said, never bet the teams, never bet the players, always bet the numbers. But when you got odds that change or that are different on the sports books, it's kind of hard for you guys to you get confused as to what to do, right? because once again, two sports books are telling you two different things. I understand. So I mean, oh, man, ooh, what that's hard. That's really hard. I don't really know what to say. I've never really talked about that. Like when two sports books have two different numbers. I'll say this: the best thing you can do is try to figure out what team. Okay, what book has the most on what team, right? So, like, if FanDuel have the -1.5, let's just say. FanDuel has the -1.5. DraftKings has the -1. Figure out who got the most money, where, and then you'll have an idea what's going to happen. You have a general idea on what just might happen, right? I took the Pacers +1.5 the serious games when they were down 2-0. Good shit. Good shit, Mello. When I was on Instagram, I had a conversation with what was it, Joseph? On the DM, right? So like he asked me a question and I said, take the Pacers with the +2.5 when they was down 0-2. That right there, let me see. It's there. The conversation is here. Josiah. Yeah, my fault. Yeah. I told him take the 2.5, and I'm pretty sure he's happy. I ain't heard from him since that. That was a couple days ago. So I'm pretty sure he's happy he took that. He don't got nothing to lose now. He's straight. Mel, that was you? You be switching your shit up. No. Yeah, it was. Nah, this wasn't you. Yeah, that was. Wait. Mello, why did you take the why didn't you take the 1.5? Why didn't you take the +2.5? You should have did that. Now you good. Now once again, we still sticking with the game 7. Yes, I know that. But with the shit that the Pacers did last night, you would have been cashing out already.
Are you fucking serious?
You should be cashing out right now. But I do understand, because I do think they're going to game 7. So fuck it. Just let it ride. So you guys got to understand that the number 3 in Rig, Scripted, and Fix Sports is very important. Please pay attention to number 3, or please pay attention to things that add up to number 3. Most likely it's going to hit, and that's going to be not our next show, because our next show will be on Tuesday. No. Our next show will be Wednesday, and Wednesdays when the NFL schedule comes out, we're going to be going over that. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Hold on. Let me show it. For those that didn't see it, right? Just so I can be transparent with y'all about Wednesday's show. No, I'm sorry about that. That's gonna be Wednesday's show. Right there. 8:30. I'm gonna have the audio and everything already ready, so y'all don't gotta worry about, oh my god, why is he being late? That's a typical black guy. So that's gonna be the show. That's gonna be Wednesday's show. But I want you guys. So the show after that, we are gonna stick on the number 3s and the importance of it, and a little trend that goes on. We are gonna do a show on fuck it. Michael Jordan in the number 3, Tom Brady in the number 3, and all the GOATs, or all the main famous players from the NBA and NFL some NFL, their connection with the number 3. So that's going to be the show after Wednesday's show. Y'all going to like that one. That one's going to be a fun one. So, more people will be available and all that. And we can just go over that, talk about it. And I can explain to you guys, certain patterns that, you didn't notice. They didn't give me the option on my book. They only offered +1.5. God damn. Shit, that was horrible. No, I mean, not you taking the bet. That was horrible, but the fact that they didn't want to give you that. What book was this? Was it FanDuel or DraftKings? Because FanDuel and DraftKings, they offered the +2.5. Let me know. You probably ain't find it. If it was on FanDuel, you probably didn't find it because it is. They put it somewhere else. Oh my God. He's a tip. Look at oh my God, he's a typical black guy.
Are you fucking serious?
That wasn't my fault because I was ready to go. I was ready to go, and that joint said, and my audio wasn't clicking. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? And I noticed, okay, I had it rewired because there's something else I was doing. So I'm like, oh man, the whole time I'm bucking out, like, what the hell is wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with anything. I'm checking cameras, I'm checking everything, connections, internet connection good. Oh, why the hell is my audio not working? Am I having the same issue that I had? What was it, like 2 weeks ago with my stream? No, that wasn't the issue. Goddamn audio. It was rewired to the mixer and all that dumb shit, but that don't matter, right? ESPN bet. Oh man, I never checked ESPN bet out. Maybe I will. DraftKings and FanDuel is what I usually use. I have the other ones too, but like I don't feel like I need all that because it's not like I got some damn addiction and shit like that I gotta have every freaking bet in the world. No, just give me the things that I need. Right. So once again, I'm still sticking with the Boston Celtics. I think the Boston Celtics are going to the NBA Finals. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I do think that the Boston Celtics will win the NBA Finals. I know a lot of people saying I'm bugging on that one, but I think the Boston Celtics will win the NBA Finals. That's the only team right now that I can see winning the NBA Finals. That would make sense. You could put Denver second. You know what I'm saying? You can do that, but I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. OKC beats Dallas. Then what happens with that when it goes 2-2, right? Do y'all see 2 Game 7s? I definitely see the Knicks going to Game 7. On the other side on the West Coast, I don't know. Denver and Minnesota, I think that will be good too. I think that would be a great Game 7. I took Denver with the +2.5. No, I'm sorry. I took them with a +1.5 to win the series when they was down 0-2. So all I really need is Denver to win one more game, which I really do think that's going to happen. So, yeah, we straight. We just need Denver to win one more game and just have to wait to cash out. That's about it. But everything else hit. Everything else is good. OKC is winning tonight. I don't blame you. Once again, after this stream is over, before the game, I'm gonna have to do my due diligence again to check and see what the line closed at, because obviously I'm here talking, so I didn't know what the line closed at. I didn't check it. I can only see in play now that the game started. It's gonna be an interesting week. This should be the last of the week for the it will be for this round. Who's gonna be the last four? Who's gonna be the final four? Basically, right? Who's gonna be the final four? Celtics, Knicks, OKC, and Denver. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but what if that does happen? Then you guys can say, oh shit, that 3-3 is real. 1 + 2, 1 + 2. Now, if that doesn't happen and the number 3 seed is still important, then Minnesota may just beat Denver. That's the number 3 seed. And I mean, if they're going to beat them, they might as well just go all the way to the finals. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't see Minnesota winning the finals at all. I don't see it happening. But you know what's so funny too? because obviously I want to speak to you guys about something. Y'all don't find this to be a little bit Adrian Settles is in the building. Drop 2 bombs for my man Adrian. In the building. He says FanDuel had an OKC +1 at tip-off. Thank you for that information. So anyone that wants to know, FanDuel had OKC +1 at tip-off. So they finished that +1. Now, did they open at a +1? Because if they open that game at a +1, hold on. Dallas, yeah, you guys was right. You guys is right. Oh no. That was May 11th. That was May 11th opening line. Right? But yesterday, starting from yesterday, after 9:38 a.m. at 6:52 p.m. and then on, they was +1 for a while, and then it switched. So this line has been going up, down, up, down, up, down. See, I always told you guys, you have to be careful with lines like that. I cannot stand lines that change like that, because now I don't have the edge no more like I usually do. I always preach the +1 and I always preach the -4. Do I not? That's when you know you can take advantage. But now when that line keeps going back and forth like that, sometimes you got to be careful, or you can just go with your gut. But we're not here for that, because we already know this shit is rigged, scripted, and fixed. So you just don't want to go with your gut. We got to go with what makes sense, right? This is what makes sense. All right. It's sounding like OKC is where you lean. I won't be surprised if OKC wins the game. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just say that now. I won't be surprised if OKC wins the game. In fact, I can actually see OKC winning this game.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that happening for sure. So tonight, guys, we got to figure out where we leaning, which way we leaning, which way you guys leaning, which way am I leaning. We have to figure this out, because this is the last week before we start hitting the semis, which aka the conference finals, right? This is the last week of, what is this, the quarterfinals, whatever, the Division 5. You know, they always call it a different name. After this shit, it's the Final Four starting next week. Now it slims down. Your chances slim down. Boston Celtics is still in it. They're going to win, bro. Oh, Minnesota. Minnesota could be the number 3 seed. So back to what I was saying. Y'all find this kind of funny? I hope I ain't erase it, because there was no need for me to erase that shit. Nah, but not for nothing. Right? I just want to talk to y'all about this. Not saying it's going to happen, because if Denver win, all this is kind of irrelevant, right? But now, look at it like this, though. I want you guys to look at it like this. The election year was 2020. Now we are in the next election year, 2024, the presidential election, right? 2024. The last one was 2020. We're in 2024 now, right? I find a little patterns that can repeat itself. The number 1 seed to win the finals was the Lakers in 2020, right? Now, what if a number 1 seed wins this year? Just like aka the Boston Celtics. OKC's not winning, so we're not talking about them. What if Boston Celtics win? You know, you had the Lakers. The Lakers, who's the Lakers rival? We already know who the Lakers rival is. The Lakers rival is the Celtics. Always was, always will be. So we got the Celtics. What if they win this year? So that's another number 1 seed that wins. History repeating itself, right? A lot of people saying back-to-backs. Well, that can't be a back-to-back, because Denver was the number 1 seed. No, Denver was the number 1 seed last year. Celtics win this year. That's another number one, right? You got to look at that. The Lakers legend obviously was Kobe. So this could be the year of Tatum. He'll bring home the NBA championship in honor of Kobe. Kobe died in 2020, right? Jason Tatum's idol was Kobe. Jason Tatum could win this year, 2024, right? Celtics number one seed. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs, they won in 2020. That was an election year. Kansas City Chiefs, they win in 2024. This is an election year. You know what I'm saying? In 2020, George Floyd was from Minnesota. And that's where he died, in Minnesota. So it was a big deal in Minnesota in the year of 2020. So you guys see where I'm going with this, right? So George Floyd in 2020, right? And then, hold on. I just want you guys to like understand where I'm going with this. In 2024, it seems like Minnesota was the team this year. They made a lot of noise. They're still in the playoffs right now. They're tied with Denver. They're giving the defending NBA champions. I'm sorry. Damn. Hold on. Yeah. They're giving the defending champions a run. Kind of funny, right? Minnesota Timberwolves are the number 3 seed. The number 3 in sports is a big deal. Anthony Edwards was drafted in 2020. Kind of funny, right? Anthony Edwards was drafted in 2020. 2024, he's having a hell of a year in Minnesota, along with the George Floyd thing happening in 2020, the same year Anthony Edwards got drafted. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, what if that happens? And another, here's a fun fact. Any player who's accused of being Michael Jordan's son happens to always play for Minnesota Timberwolves, some way, somehow. Isn't that crazy? Y'all find that to be crazy? So what do you guys think about all the things I just said? My man, Granite Man in the building. Drop bombs. I need 2 bombs for him. There you go. So you guys see where I'm coming from when I say all those things, right? If you need me to repeat it, I can repeat it. But oh my God, I don't want him repeating nothing.
Are you fucking serious?
What's good, B Fire? You the truth, my guy. Shout out to you. I appreciate the love. And I appreciate everyone that's tuned in. Sorry I was late. Once again, it's not my fault. This happens to be one black man that wasn't late. I was on time. It wasn't my fault. You still should have got your shit together, nigga. But I just wanted to speak to y'all and ask you guys, what do you think about the whole 33? You guys think that's going to happen? And then what do you think about the whole thing I just dropped about Minnesota? Not saying they're going to win. And the reason why I ain't want to say this was because it could have been useless, because if Denver beats Minnesota, none of the shit that I just said matters at the end of the day, if you think about it. It doesn't matter, right? It don't matter at all. But I just thought I would get that out there. He says Denver all the way. The Joker with the MVP and the championship. They're giving it to baby Russia. You think so? You think they're gonna do that? You think he's gonna get the MVP and the championship this year? I mean, this was his 3rd MVP within four years. So his team's not a dynasty, but he's making a dynasty of himself. 3 MVPs in 4 years. That's good. That's good. Shout out the Joker for that. Even though we know what's up, the shit that we always say, right? But hey, what do you guys think? Is this going to be the year 2020 all over again? He says, yep, because it's not obvious. Is it you talking about what you said about Denver? Is that what you said? Joker getting a championship and an MVP? Maybe that's what you was talking about, right? I think that's what you was talking about. He says, you know it's not real, my guy. Oh, yeah, definitely. Not real. Not real at all. That's why here in Rigged, Scripted, and Fixed, we like to break down certain facts and certain things a lot of people is not talking about. They're not talking about these things, right? It's just you got to start putting things together. I pay attention to the number 3. My stupid ass should have took the Chiefs because they was in number 3. That's the only 3 I think I've missed out on this year, as far as like saying that they're gonna win. There's been other 3s that won. There's been number 1s that won, and I'm talking about all sports. I'm not just talking about basketball and football. I'm talking about all other sports, even sports that people probably never pay attention to, such as tennis and shit, even the Kentucky Derby, and that's horse racing. But things like that. You have to pay attention to the number 3 a lot. And yes, Minnesota's still around, and they are the number 3. Will they beat Denver, y'all? Will they beat Denver? I want to know. Well, will they beat Denver? I don't know. It could be a game 7 though. What do you think? But these are the things that you guys have to pay attention to. Yes, sir. Denver. All right, I mean, okay, I'll say this. I'll say this, G. Denver is my second choice if the Celtics can't get it done. If the Celtics can't get it done, I can see Denver going back to back. All right, fair enough. I could see that. I don't know. I think that could happen. But I'm riding with the Celtics. It's not so you're saying it's not happening. Oh. Got you. Oh, you said okay, you're saying it's not. Yes, fair. Okay. All right. So, man, yo, I wish we can't do that show today. I really want to do this show with you guys. Talking about the number 3, the significance of number 3 with all these teams and players. A couple of things that people probably didn't even realize about how the number 3 is so significant with a lot of your favorite players. A lot. There was even things that caught me off guard, like, oh shit, this equals up to number 3. So we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have a lot of good ones. I still want to talk about the whole Patriots dynasty, how the clues that they gave us that the Patriots was gonna win, like the little clues, how that dynasty was gonna start. There's some things that you guys already know. Duh, I don't got to teach you that. I don't got to tell you that. But there were certain numbers that was right there in your face that you guys didn't even know. So the whole how Tom Brady and the Patriots legacy started, dynasty started. That's going to be one show. Another show, Michael freaking Jordan. Michael freaking Jordan in the number 3. That's another one. Yeah, those 2 I can't wait to do with y'all. And also another show where we talk about basketball and football players and the significance of the number 3 and number 6. Those are 3 shows right there Those are going to be our next 3 shows after we do our NFL schedule breakdown this Wednesday. And what's the key matchups that you guys are looking forward to when the NFL starts? But we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. It's a lot of interesting stuff that's going to happen. Damn, man, we got some good shit. But yeah, 3-3. What do you guys think? Denver, OKC, Celtics, and a New York Faker box, because I can't stand the New York Knicks, man. I do not like the goddamn New York Knicks.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. I don't like them. Never did. Never would. The NBA, listen. We all know it's not real. The NBA doesn't let the New York Knicks win championships. They let them go to championships, but to win a championship, it's almost as if the Knicks don't not have to win a championship at all, because Madison Square Garden is always gonna be Madison Square Garden is always gonna be crazy. It's always gonna be like that. It's nice and it's hype. I remember like me and my wife be watching the game. It's just they just be mad. The Knicks just be making me mad.
Are you fucking serious?
I can't. And I be telling her, I'm like, yo, that was a team that I always wanted to believe in. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to believe in them, but since a child, they always let me down. They always let me down. Fuck them Knicks, yo, for real. I honestly, deep down inside, I want the Pacers. I want the Pacers to win. I want the Pacers to win in 7, but that would mean that the Pacers would have to beat the Knicks twice in Madison Square Garden. Do y'all see that happening? A game 7 in Madison Square Garden is going to be crazy. Right? So what if the Knicks just win tomorrow and the Pacers win the next 2 games? I'm gonna put it like this. I do think the Pacers is gonna take at least 1 game in Madison Square Garden. I really do think they're gonna take at least 1 game in Madison Square Garden, because it wouldn't be a New York Knicks versus Pacers series if the Pacers do not win in Madison Square Garden, because that's what makes it good. It's always interesting when the Indiana Pacers can win in Madison Square Garden. You guys know that. I think Boston too obvious to win the chip, minus 600. Wait, what? Where you got that at? Wait, minus 600 where? To win the championship? Wait. Could somebody fact check that? Boston to win the championship at minus 600? I don't think they're going to do that when Denver is the defending champions and Denver's still in it. You sure about that, Adrian? I don't know about that one. Minus 600 for them to win the championship? Could somebody fact check that? But no, that can't be. I can't. That somebody in the chat or somebody watching, could y'all fact check that? I've never heard of that before. I'm fading Boston. I mean, I can see why you fading Boston because of the minus 600. I mean, I don't think that's real, Adrian. No, you sure about that? Because somebody check that. I don't feel like checking it. Somebody check that and let me know. To win, it can't be. It can't be. No, minus 600? No, that's impossible. That's impossible. There's no way they'll do that. 33 like Scottie Pippen. Oh, man. Yo, granted, we're going to get into that. I can't wait till we get to all the players with the whole 33 and all that shit. Man, listen. Or 33 like with the Knicks, Pacers. Not Knicks, Celtics, OKC, and Denver. 33 like Scottie Pippen. Like you said, man. He says the Knicks, they come on, man. You niggas is garbage, man.
Are you fucking serious?
You know that? Dame, Dollar in the goddamn building. Drop 2 bombs for my man Dame. Being in the building. In the building. He says, I actually like the Pacers to win the East, especially with all those injuries. Very, very interesting. The Pacers to win the East. Now, let me ask you a question. If the Pacers do win the East, who would they go against? Who would they go against? Now, I also find it funny, too. The NBA is trying their best to push the WNBA. Right? Caitlin Clark is a big deal. You can see her going to WNBA games, right? So you see Caitlin Clark going to NBA games and all that shit, right? So I have a question. What if this is the year for Indiana? Not to win no goddamn championship. I ain't say all that. Right? Not to win no championship, but to make some noise. They can make some noise. They could do that. I'm just saying, Caitlin Clark gets drafted. And no, I'm not. You know what I mean. Caitlin Clark comes in this year because maybe this was the year for Indiana.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm just saying, though, these things don't happen by accident. You guys know that. You guys know that. Come on now. He said, my bad, B, to win the East. And you know what's so crazy about that, Adrian? I'm going to keep it real with you. If you seen that shit right now, if you see that right now, because I think I'm going to have to do a check right now while we're on live. If you say that's what it is, then that basically means that the Knicks are going to lose to the Pacers. We're gonna check that right now live together. Pacers versus the Nuggets. Halliburton's first game was against the Nuggets. Yeah, but you know what? You know what, Dame? It's not like he's retiring. But you know what? No, it is possible. So are they gonna get Denver another easy opponent? Huh? They're gonna give Denver another easy opponent. They gave them Miami last year. Think about it. All of Denver, not all. I act like Denver won 30 championships. But no. Seriously, though. They're not giving Denver no real opponents. They're not giving them no 1 seeds or no 2 seeds. They keep giving them like 6, 7, 8s and shit like that. Why don't they just give them a number 1 and a number 2? Something like that. Now, Pacers are a 6 seed, 33, 6. 6, the number 6. The number 6. So it is possible that they could still go to the championship. See, I'm betting Boston to win the championship. But Indiana, I can see it. I mean, I can see it, but then what do you? So that means they give Denver an easy opponent? That's nah, they got to give Denver another opponent. Purdue is in Indiana. There you go. That's absolutely right, Dame. Yes, absolutely. That's another reason. Then, Caitlin Clark, she went to the championship, and where did she go to? She went right to Indiana. So Indiana has been a big deal this year in basketball, whether collegiate and the NBA, right? It's like when I said what was it? Purdue went to the championship last year. Yeah. UConn went against Purdue. So are we gonna see what's right next to UConn? Not too far from UConn. It's up north, is what I mean. A couple of hours from here, but you know what I mean. It's not too far from each other. What's next to UConn? Boston, Massachusetts. Got Boston. UConn went against Purdue in the championship. So for the Eastern Conference Championship, are we going to see Boston versus Indiana? Think about that, right? Right? I'm just saying. Oh man. Well, yeah, think about that. But yeah, I'm about to check those odds right now because I need to know, because that's letting me know that the New York Knicks is gonna lose if Boston is 600 to win the NBA to go to the finals by winning the Eastern Conference. The Knicks is about to go bye-bye. FanDuel has Boston minus 650 to win the East. Just check. Oh my God. Yo, listen. Look at what Adrian just said, y'all. Look what Adrian just said. FanDuel has Boston minus 650 to win the East. He just checked. Yo, NBA, are y'all fucking serious? No. Sports books, are y'all fucking serious?
Are you fucking serious?
I really need to know, because that means that the New York Knicks ain't gonna win. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Why would the Knicks, unless they talk about the injuries, that's why. But still, the Knicks was a number 2 seed though. Why is Boston so high? First off, they didn't even finish the Cavaliers off. They didn't finish them off yet. It's 3-1, right? So now you got to go against the winner of Indiana Knicks. If the Knicks is so good, like everyone says they are, it wouldn't be that far of a reach. Something's fishy about that. And if that's the case, if Boston's minus 650, I don't think the Knicks is going to beat Indiana. It's that, because think about it, the odds don't make no sense. Them odds don't make no sense, because what are you going to what Boston versus the Knicks? So then Boston's going to be what, a minus 650 or a minus 400 to beat the Knicks? The number 1 seed beating the number 2 seed with minus 400, minus 500 odds. You guys got to think about that. I don't think the Knicks is going to win. I think Indiana going to beat the Knicks. Think about that, y'all. If the Knicks go to the finals, who will they face? Kenley, I don't even think the Knicks is going to no goddamn finals.
Are you fucking serious?
You better stop saying that shit. But no, all serious, right? If they do go to the NBA finals, you might as well give them the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets win the finals. Denver Nuggets win the finals. They go back to back if the Knicks was to go to the championship. Everybody repeating this year. The UConn, Chiefs, so are the Nuggets. Adrian thinks the Nuggets are repeating. Let me drop another bomb. Drop another bomb for him on that. Just the year of repeating. Adrian, what if I was to say this could be the year of repeating, but not necessarily the team, but it can be a number 1 seed that repeats. You guys get what I'm saying, right? It could be a number 1 seed that repeats, and not necessarily the team. I say that ain't gonna happen. I don't want to hear none of that. But that's weird to me. He says, right, be fired. Knicks is cooked. They just lost another player. 4 players injured. No way they're beating the Celtics or the Nuggets. I agree with that. Listen. I keep telling people time and time. Hold on. The New York Knicks are a tragedy waiting to fucking happen.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious, because that's what they do. They lose. It's all cute. You know, listen, here in New York, there are a lot of New York fans, and I respect it, because I was one when I was young. But you already know the Knicks is always going to fuck up when it counts.
Are you fucking serious?
Knicks ain't winning no championship. I be want to tell some of my dudes, stop rooting for them. They don't win. The NBA does not let that organization win. It doesn't matter who the players are. The Knicks don't win. Hey, garbage, bye. That shit crazy. Knicks don't win. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, that's the that's the reason why I had to ask that question about the number 3 seeds. That's why I asked. Is it going to be not the number 3 seeds? Is it going to be 3-3? Celtics, Knicks, OKC, Denver. That's why I asked that. One of those 4 teams is a tragedy. They're a tragedy waiting to happen. We know that. You mean to tell me the Knicks can keep getting injured? Let me tell you something. Just watch a Knicks game and watch how hyped people are. They be hyped. And in my mind, I'm like, y'all gotta stop being so hyped because I don't know. I don't think this is gonna work out the way I think it's gonna work out. It's about that shit about to get hot. The Knicks is garbage, bro.
Are you fucking serious?
And it's not funny. Ain't shit about that funny. At all. That's what they do. They lose. Oh my, I cannot wait to put that compilation out of the New York Knicks and all their precious moments where they came up and failed. I have a video for that. And I kid you not. Do you guys remember a couple of months ago, right after football was over, I did a live stream. I think as soon as we started talking about college, I did a live stream, right? And I said, I'm doing a video or a compilation on how horrible the New York Knicks are and how they always coming up as failures, right? Remember I said that? But I did say, watch out for the New York Knicks this year because they got a lot of things coming up. The whole city of here in New York, they doing a lot of things, so they're gonna hype the Knicks up. That's what they're doing. They seem to be having a good year, right? When there's too much hype with the Knicks, you gotta relax. They gonna fuck up. That shit not funny. That shit ain't funny at all. The media all week now saying the Knicks are burnt out. Hey,
are you fucking serious?
Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles' eyes together can see that. You feel me, Dame? It's ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion that they beat Indiana, but what my man Adrian Settles just said, he said the New York, Boston Celtics is a minus 650 to win the East. How? How the fuck are they a minus 650 to win the East? I believe him. I'm about to check too. We're gonna check together right now. But as soon as he said that, I'm like, what? So what are they basing that on? Are they basing it on, okay, they're going to beat the Cavaliers. It's a Snapple top fact that's going to happen. So they're going to beat them. Okay, we know that. But what are the odds going to be if they face the New York Knicks? Is it going to be a minus 400? Because think about it. They're almost about to beat the Celtics. They got the Celtics is almost about to beat the Cavaliers. One more game. So how the fuck do they set them winning the East at minus 650? That's wild. I know they minus 140 and they minus 140 to win the championship. So think about that, y'all. You go from minus 650 to a minus 140. Think about the gap. Something is not right in that situation. It's not right. By the end of this week, we should know what's up. So what we gonna do? Yeah, I'm a live share this one. I'm gonna look for it right now since we're online together, right? Let's look this shit up. Serious props. Wow. Oh my God. God damn. Shout out to Adrian. Drop a bomb for him on that.
Are you fucking serious?
All right. That's crazy. Yeah. Hold on. That's crazy. Look at this. You guys see that, right? What do y'all see right there? What do y'all see right there? Boston Celtics is a minus 650. Check that out. They are minus 650. The New York Knicks are a plus 900. Right? I repeat, the New York Knicks are a plus 900. Boston Celtics is a minus 650. Indiana Pacers is a plus 950. And the Cleveland Cavaliers is a plus 35,000, which is crazy. You put up $100. If they come back and beat Boston, you win $35,000 off of $100. Interesting.
Are you fucking serious?
But being that the Knicks are a plus 900 and the Pacers is a plus 950, it can almost go any way. But the Boston Celtics being a minus 650, they're basically letting you know there's no respect for the New York Knicks at a plus 900, which is crazy to me. That shit is wild. So you guys see that shit right there. If you guys want to go by the West, even though the Dallas Mavericks and OKC are playing right now, the Denver Nuggets are a plus 135, right? The Dallas Mavericks are a plus 250. That's a pending change by the end of the night because they're playing right now, right? OKC Thunder, same thing. They're plus 700, but that is pending because they are playing right now. What's the number one seed and they're plus 700? I find that to be interesting. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're plus 300. Oh, shit, here we go with that number 3. It could be the number 3 seed or it could be that plus 300 shit. OKC's only down by 7 too. That's another thing. So you guys see what's going on. You see these odds right here, right? It's oh man. Woo! Well, I wonder what you guys think of that. Now, what's your thoughts? I didn't say I didn't believe Adrian. I just had to see that shit for myself because that's mad wild. That's wild. The New York Knicks are a train wreck waiting to happen. No chance in hell. The New York Knicks win an NBA championship.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. They're not winning. They're not going nowhere. Why is Boston a minus 650 to win the East if the Knicks are so good? Somebody talk to me. I need to know.
Are you fucking serious?
Dead serious. Well, there you guys go. Now you know. Now you see it. Soon as the Knicks lose, not if they lose. Soon as the Knicks lose, I could do that video. Well, I could drop the video because now I gotta add them losing in the playoffs to the video. Everything else is already ready to go. But now I'm have to add some more to that video, which will be this series and how the Knicks will mess it up. Because you know the Knicks always do that. At some point, they're always going to mess up like they always do. That's just what they do. It's in their resume, whether it was fixed or real. They just suck. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They just suck. What you guys think? Wait, once again, I'm on Boston. I'm on Boston to win the championship. I feel like UConn gave me a little clue that Boston was going to win the championship. Here's another thing, too, because we like to give little clues here, right? A lot of popular teams usually go hand in hand. What do I mean by that? New York Knicks and the New York Rangers. Both teams usually make noise in the playoffs at the same time. I want you guys to know that. So pay attention to the hockey thing. What's the score right now, actually, as we talking about that? Right? What's the score? I like to check things live too, by the way. The Rangers lost, and I goddamn knew that shit was going to happen. I should have took that bet. I said I ain't gonna pay no attention. The Rangers and the Knicks usually do things together at the same time, right? The Rangers finally dropped the game in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks is going to lose in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. Drop a bomb for that, please. The Knicks are going to lose in Madison Square Garden. They're going to lose at least one game in Madison Square Garden because the Knicks and the Rangers usually do the same thing, right? Same thing with Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics. They usually have fame and they usually do things simultaneously. So I want you guys to look into that too. Boston Bruins and the Celtics. Knicks and the Rangers. Whether win or lose, doesn't matter. They usually do things at the same time, the same way. Yeah. For those that didn't know that. Got to look into that shit. He says, right, because if the Knicks were supposed to meet the Celtics, they're not even healthy enough to beat Boston. No, they're not. They're not. So Dame, is that why you think the minus 650 is what it is? Because then maybe that's why. Maybe that could be a reason why the minus 650 for Boston winning Eastern Conference is there. That's crazy. Fucking Rangers lost 4-1. And I said that too. I ain't gonna lie. Earlier I said, yo, that I am gonna take that bet. I'm gonna take Carolina to beat the Rangers tonight. I know the game was over, but it's 10:30. That game probably started at 7. That's the man. OKC, yeah. See, if this ends up a blowout, then who's -1 again? All right, if this game ends up a blowout, then the true bet was always Dallas with the -1.5, because that's all I kept seeing. I kept seeing -1.5 me, right? And when I was seeing -1.5, now I hear Dallas. But now I hear a lot of y'all say, oh no, it's the minus. It went down to 1 and it ended in 1. Ooh, that's a little tricky. And then, once again, with the sports books having two conflicting lines and shit like that, that can mess you up in the mind. You're like, oh, time out. I don't know about that. I don't know which way to go. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. This shit is so amazing. Sports is so amazing. Yeah, that's why they're so huge favorites. Oh shit, 33. Larry Bird, Pacers versus Celtics. Both Larry's teams. There you go. Larry Bird. You already know him, an Indiana guy. Also coached the Indiana Pacers. He didn't. You know what? Wasn't Larry Bird the coach when he went against the Lakers in the NBA Finals, right? Or am I bugging?
Are you fucking serious?
Which was funny. Yeah, Larry Bird played for the Celtics, of course. Wouldn't that be some shit? Yeah, Larry Bird was the coach of the Indiana Pacers. Just think about that. Pacers versus now. I'm not gonna sit there and just count the Knicks out all the way. I honestly want them to lose. Last week y'all heard me. I said, yo, I think it's gonna be Celtics versus the Knicks. And then once the media starts saying that shit, I usually fall back because they always fuck things up. They always fuck things up once they get on the shit. I'm like, oh man, this shit ain't gonna hit now. I mean, them motherfuckers is on it too. It's gonna be a hard one. Celtics in Indiana. Shit, I think the Knicks is gonna win in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. I mean, I think the Knicks is gonna lose in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. I'm dead serious. I think the Knicks is gonna lose in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. What time's that game tomorrow? Now, I guess I'll sit on the couch and watch it and enjoy it. Because I was thinking maybe I should go to Madison Square Garden and like literally chill right there and just wait to see the sad faces as everybody come out after that game is over. That would be so fun. I would love to do that. Just watch all the fans come out and watch the celebrities come out, right? Talking their shit and everybody gonna be mad. I do think Minnesota will probably get nah. Do y'all think they're gonna get one more game? Do you think the NBA is gonna let them get one more game? Like, all right, listen, we're gonna give y'all one more game. All right, we're gonna let y'all rock. Because at one point I was thinking that. That'll be interesting. What we got here? Yeah, hold on. What is the score? Right? Marco Polo in the building. Drop 2 bombs, fam. Another one. In the building. What's good, my guy? So, yeah, Polo, we talking about the 33s. New York Knicks and Boston. That's the number 1 seed, number 2 seed on the Western Conference. You got Minnesota. You got Denver. I'm sorry, OKC and Denver. That's a 1 and that's a 2 seed. 1 + 2, 3. 1 + 2, 3. Is it going to be a 33? Are we going to see a 33 Final Four? You know, 3 has been the key number. So are we going to see that in the NBA this year? 3 has been a key number in sports all year. Even the sports you guys didn't pay attention to. Because, you know, a lot of you will probably say, oh, no, it hasn't. No, it has. They pay attention to tennis. It's not always winning championships, but it's definitely winning important games, especially on one-on-one sports and one-on-one combat and shit like that. The number 3 tends to win. They don't win all the time. I don't want to hear none of that. They don't win all the time, right? But these years, they're number 3. These last 2 years, number 3. Always pay attention to that. Pay attention to number 6s too. Everything is all in numbers. I promise you, everything is all in numbers. But a lot of y'all already know that. right? Oh shit. A lot of y'all know that. I wonder if OKC gonna get blown out. I told you when I pull up to the city, I'ma hit you, G. That's all you gotta do. You already know. Once you do that, hit me up. Hit me up. Just watch these games and all that. Bust these sports books asses and all that shit. Yo, shout out to everybody that's here. You could be anywhere in the world. What you here with me, I appreciate it. An NBA night, NBA playoff night. Yeah, looking real good. I forgot. Oh man, I forgot to say something. Oh yeah, for those that just tuned in, like I said, our next. Let me pull it up again. This is gonna be our next show. Hold on, let me get this comment now. This is gonna be our next show right here, right? The National Fix League, the 2024 key matchups, because the NFL is releasing the actual official schedule this Wednesday, right? And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it during the day, duh. But we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about key matchups, right? And important games to look out for throughout the weeks. Because we're gonna have we of course the pick'em shows, all that's gonna happen when football starts. But what are some games that are gonna be some key matchups? Early predictions and things like that. Want to talk about that? Even though there's no line, there's gonna be, they'll probably make a lineup for week one, right? I'm pretty sure the betting lines will come out the same day because some books like to jump on that stuff early. So depending on what the lines are, we can have an episode where we just do an early pick show, like who you think is gonna win according to the spread or based on the spread, or just money line straight up. That's just an early one. Your thoughts on it. Key matchups. For instance, the Chiefs versus the Ravens, right? Isn't that the first game of the playoffs? That's a Thursday show, right? Thursday show. It's that Thursday game, right? That's what they said. They officially made it a Thursday game. Oh, OKC is. I told you they ass. They ass. They ass. But yeah, now not for nothing though. But yeah, it's the Ravens versus the Chiefs. So yeah, we're gonna get into that when it's time. On Wednesday, we're gonna talk about that. Get into that football talk. Wednesday show gonna be fire. I'm gonna tune in for that. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna be on time.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep. That I can't wait to talk about those matchups. That's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. So I want y'all to tune into that one. 8:30. We're gonna talk about as soon as that schedule come out. And I want to hear what you guys got to say. I want to hear what are the key matchups that you are looking forward to on week one. And the schedule for everybody is going to come out for every team. But week one is going to be week one. Just like Packers versus the Eagles. I already know they going at it the first game on week one. Y'all know I'm fucking with Packers, right? But I still got to see the temperature. Chiefs versus the Ravens. I really don't know what to say about that. It's going to be a +3. Most likely that game should be ending in a field goal. I think that game will end in a field goal. It probably would. With Justin Tucker, right? Hitting the game-winning field goal. Yes, I'm saying that shit right now. Mad early. That's just my prediction. If that shit happens, I hope I could clip that. I hope I could clip this, and I could be like, "See, told you so." That would be dope. Like, oh, look what happened. Told you. Yo, that would be so fire. Man, what else was it? That's okay. That's Wednesday show. Now, the next shows after that, we will be talking about the threes. The connection with Michael Jordan in the number 3. That's one show. The connection with Tom Brady in the number 3. It's another show. Right? Hear me out. Michael Jordan, the connection with number 3. Depending on how much material, I wonder if we should combine it with the Tom Brady, the connection with Tom Brady in the number 3. And put that for one show. 1 hour of each. Right? But another show where not your favorite players, but the guys who were deemed the best in the game. If you notice, the connection with the number 3 and 6 with those players. Basketball, because we're in basketball season still. And also in football. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, if you got, I might be able to compress all of that, maybe into 2 shows, possibly, right? But because I have a lot of information, notes I've been had for a long time, and also I also like to freestyle off the top of the head too when I talk, because of the knowledge that I do know already, right? So those shows, I think you guys are gonna love those shows. The significance with the number 3 and 6, with a lot of your favorite players in basketball and football, some in football. Because the reason why I say some in football, because as you guys know, football, their numbers is way bigger than the NBA. Their shits go from 0 to 99. You guys know that. So it's kind of different to follow the way the NBA do. The NBA really don't go higher than, let me see. You don't see the NBA go higher than, you don't see a number 60 in basketball. Here and there you may see a big number like a Luka, you know. Luka's 77, right? I don't know if there's another star in the NBA with a bigger number than Luka, right? Luka's 77. I think he has the highest number as far as the stars in basketball. So that's something that you guys also have to look out for, because these numbers are not given to these players for no reason. And a lot of these players had these, not all, but a lot of these players had these numbers even when they was young. That's another reason. That's another indication that a lot of these players were handpicked at an early age that they was going to the NBA. They just had to play their part in high school and college, make sure they do what they had to do, and then they was going to the league. But yeah, usually it's planned years in advance for these players. There's no way it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's no way it's not. I refuse to believe that. Right? So I think y'all gonna like these next upcoming shows, yo. Packers versus Eagles in Brazil gonna be a good John. Yeah. We're still in May, so y'all know who I'm rolling with that game, but things change, and we also gotta wait for the line. That's why I want to know what the opening line is gonna be for that game. And let's hold on. Fuck the bullshit, right? I'm sitting here talking, saying that shit. Check that shit right here. All right, I'm gonna show you guys right now what the line is. I got it right here. There you go. The Packers and the Eagles. The Eagles are a -1.5. The Packers are a +1.5. So, with that being said, you guys know how I feel about the Packers, right? I feel like they're going to have a good year. Oh, shit, my fault. I feel like they're gonna have a good year this year. I think the Packers are gonna have a good year this year. But if this line stays like that, what do we always say, guys? Right? If this line stays like that, what are we doing? The Packers are +1.5. The Eagles are -1.5. A quick test. Who do we pick? Let me hear it. Who do we pick? See, you see, that's crazy because Dame just said this, y'all. Dame just says the line is -1. I'm looking at it and it's -1.5. Told you, these sports books are different. These sports books are different. He must be looking at FanDuel, right? Or maybe another line. But I see 1.5. So this is a game that you do not bet until it's time to bet it. You do not put money on this game early. Absolutely, under no circumstances do you bet that game until it's time to, until right before kickoff. Damn near. Because that 1.5, that's what I see. But he's saying something else, right? My man Judah in the building. Give me 2 bombs for him. The line is -1. Now, whoever's the +1 you take, you know that, right? But see, I see -1.5. If it stays at -1.5, I'm gonna take the Eagles to win that first game. Like I said, I don't bet teams. I don't bet players. I bet the line. And there are certain lines that are dead giveaways. -1s, +1s, +1, +1.5, -1.5, -4, +4, -4.5, +4.5. -5, -5. Ooh, I told y'all. Oh man, I wasn't supposed to tell y'all about that. Remember, I told you I had a little secret. Well, not a little secret, but another number that you guys should pay attention to. And well, fuck it. Oh, fuck it. But I'll tell you this. I want you guys to see how it is before you judge it. But yes, +5.5. -5.5. Whenever you see that, just take the underdog.
Are you fucking serious?
See, I'm giving y'all another one again. I shouldn't be doing that. That's another one. Yep, 5. Or -5.5. I'm sorry. More often than not, you take the underdog. Underdog gonna cover. Underdog gonna cover with that +5.5 usually in basketball and in football. But I still want to get you guys stuck on the -4s and the +1s because there are still people that's conflicted about it. And I want you guys to become masters in that shit. Gotta stick it in your head. You know what I'm saying? Stick that in your head. Like, oh shit, +1, +1, +1. Take that underdog. That +1. -4. Oh, just take the favorite straight out. Take the 4. Just take the favorite. Take the favorite. I want to stick that shit in your head. Pause. Oh my God, that sounds crazy.
Are you fucking serious?
Pause. But you guys know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? That's what I want. The 5s, when it's time, we'll get there. Because basketball is almost over, right? Football's coming up. So when it's time for us to do our football recaps and our football this and that, I'm going to tell y'all about that 5 too, the -5.5. But I still need y'all to master the 4s and the 1s first. Baby steps. We want to win. We don't want to rush things. You don't want to do that. Fuck all that. Nobody's going to get rich in a day. We don't want to do none of that shit. We don't want to be losers. We don't want to do that. Patience. And y'all going to get there because I believe y'all going to get there. Yes, they changed it over the weekend. It was 1, now it's 1.5. it might be bait. Nah, not really, Dame. Not really, Dame. I tell you this, it's still early, but that's why I say, yo, just wait. Let the fools take that early line. You know what I'm saying? Let the fools take it. I wouldn't say they're fools, but if that shit sticks with a 1.5 for a long time, you might have to consider it. You might have to consider it. You know what I'm saying? Just not gotta consider that shit. It's all there. Right? So, yo, Wednesday. We back Wednesday. Y'all already know the show. 8:30. Don't be late.
Are you fucking serious?
But nah. I'm gonna watch the second half of this game and see what's up. Y'all already know. Hit me on that Twitter at bfire31. Hit me on IG at bfire1, or of course on here and shit like that. So is it rigged though? Is it scripted? Is it fixed? I don't know. You tell me. I see y'all Wednesday.